Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what's being whispered around NFL circles right now could be one of the biggest moves of the offseason, and it's got the Bills fans buzzing. The rumor mill is heating up with reports of a blockbuster trade that could reshape the AFC East landscape, and not just for this year, but potentially for years to come. The name involved: Fred Warner, the star linebacker from the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, you heard that right. The Bills are apparently in the mix to acquire Warner, a move that could send shockwaves through the division and elevate Buffalo's defense to new heights. Let's start with the details that are floating around. According to sources close to the league, the 49ers are considering trading Warner to the Bills in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft and a third-rounder in 2027. Now, this isn't just a quick rumor. It's rooted in the 49ers' current rebuild mode. After finishing 9-8 in 2025, a season that saw their defense leak points at a rate of 23 points per game, San Francisco is clearly retooling. Their cap situation is also a factor. Warner's cap hit is around $24.5 million, and the 49ers are looking to free up money to bolster their younger players, while also managing their cap constraints for 2026, which is projected to be tight with about $20 million in cap space, but nearly $8 million in dead money. They're making strategic moves to stay competitive, but also to build for the future, especially with a new QB extension on the horizon for Brock Purdy and the ongoing rebuild of their offensive line. Now, for the Bills, this potential trade could be a game changer. Buffalo is in a bit of a cap squeeze, with estimates suggesting their cap space in 2026 will be around $1.8 to $5 million, which is tight but manageable. They recently made a move by releasing veteran pass rusher Von Miller, saving about $6 million to help reallocate funds, especially with the Week 18 injury to tackle Dion Dawkins and the calf injury ruling Bernard out for the final game of the season. These moves are all part of the Bills' strategy to keep the roster as competitive as possible, and acquiring Warner would fit right into that plan. Warner's addition would add a veteran presence, a sideline-to-sideline speed demon capable of elevating Buffalo's middle linebacker core significantly. Fred Warner, at 29 years old, is still in his prime and has been one of the top linebackers in the league over the past few seasons. In 2025, he posted 118 tackles, 4 interceptions, 7 passes defensed, and 2 forced fumbles. His PFF coverage grade was a stellar 92, 4, and his run defense was rated at 88, 7 with an overall grade of 91. That's elite production, and his career totals speak volumes: over 800 tackles, 15 interceptions, 40 passes defensed, and a reputation for being a sideline-to-sideline playmaker. His speed is impressive, with a 4.58 40-yard dash, and he's known for his high football IQ, instinctive reads, and ability to diagnose plays before they develop. Sure, he's had some injuries, like a shoulder injury in 2025 that caused him to miss a game, but overall, he's a durable and reliable force on the field. What makes Warner such an attractive target for the Bills is not just his stats, but his leadership qualities. He's the kind of player who elevates the entire defense, and his presence on the field is felt in the way Buffalo's defense plays with more confidence and aggression. If this trade goes through, expect Warner to immediately become the heartbeat of Buffalo's defense, boosting their ability to stop the run and pass efficiently. The Bills, with their secondary already solidified by players like Tre'Davious White and their pass rush improving, could see their linebacker core become arguably the best in the league. Looking at the bigger picture, this move aligns with the Bills' aggressive approach to contend for a Super Bowl. Buffalo has been knocking on the door for a few seasons now, with Josh Allen leading the charge offensively. But their defense, while improved, still has room to grow, especially in the middle. Adding Warner could be the piece that pushes them over the edge, especially with his ability to cover tight ends, blitz effectively, and make game-changing plays. Plus, his leadership and proven playoff performance with 80 tackles in postseason games give Buffalo a veteran who understands what it takes to win in the biggest moments. The potential trade also creates a ripple effect across the AFC East. The Dolphins and Jets are always in the mix, but now, if Buffalo manages to land a top-tier linebacker like Warner, they instantly become a more complete team. The Dolphins have been building a fast, explosive offense and a defense that's improved, but Buffalo's defense with Warner could match or even surpass theirs. The Jets, with their new acquisition of Aaron Rodgers and a strong defensive front, are still in the hunt, but the Bills would be making a statement that they're here to contend for the division and a Super Bowl title. Let's talk about what this could mean for the Bills' season. If Warner joins Buffalo, it's not just about adding another talented linebacker. It's about transforming the entire defense into a more formidable unit. His presence will help reduce the number of rushing yards opponents gain, improve coverage against tight ends and running backs, and force more turnovers. Buffalo's defense has been slightly inconsistent, but with Warner's instincts, leadership, and ability to make plays all over the field, expect them to tighten up significantly. The stats could see a jump, perhaps a 20% increase in coverage efficiency, more forced turnovers, and a decrease in points allowed per game. And let's not forget the playoff implications. Warner's postseason experience and ability to elevate his game in big moments can be the difference maker for Buffalo in January. His career postseason tackles are already impressive, and his presence on the field could be the catalyst that pushes the Bills further into the playoffs and maybe even back to the Super Bowl. The Bills' front office has shown a willingness to make bold moves in recent years, and this trade could be the ultimate statement move to solidify their status as true contenders. Of course, there are skeptics. Some worry about Warner's age at 29 and whether he's past his prime. But honestly, in today's NFL, a linebacker in his late 20s can still be a dominant force for several more seasons. And Warner's injury history is relatively light, with only minor setbacks. His PFF grades, consistency, and leadership surpass concerns about age. The question now is whether the 49ers are truly willing to part with someone of Warner's caliber, and whether Buffalo has the cap room and draft capital to pull off this massive move. Looking ahead, if this trade happens, it's going to be a huge win for the Bills. It signals their intent to not only contend, but to dominate in the AFC. It's a move that could set a new standard for what the Bills' defense can be: aggressive, smart, and relentless. It also sends a message to the rest of the league that Buffalo is serious about winning now and building a team capable of hoisting the Lombardi Trophy once again. Now, we wait to see if these rumors turn into reality. But one thing, for sure, the Buffalo Bills fans should be excited. The potential of adding Fred Warner to this already talented roster could be the spark that propels Buffalo into a new era of dominance. With Allen leading the offense, a solidified secondary, and now perhaps Warner anchoring the middle, the Bills are shaping up to be a serious Super Bowl contender for the upcoming season. So, keep your eyes peeled, stay tuned for updates, and get ready for a roller coaster offseason that could bring one of the most exciting additions in recent Bills history. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Warner would be the perfect fit? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in the Bills' defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. We're in for an exciting offseason, and if this move happens, it could be the start of something truly special. Let's go, Buffalo!